So having spent a few days at my favourite space in this whole planet, Glastonbury, I had an opportunity to really immerse with the feminine energy, which is so prevalent at the Chalice Wells and the White Springs, and just the energy of the town is so dedicated to the feminine, the divine feminine, the goddess, that is just very, very immersive. And it got me thinking about women and our cyclical nature, and how blessed we are really that we get to experience so many dimensions in a space of a 28-day, 30-day to 35-day cycle as a woman. You know, not only are we ever so in sync with the moon and what that and how the moon impacts our emotions, but we're also deeply, deeply, deeply connected to the earth and to our physicalness, which we get to experience through the menstruation cycle. And it is just such an unfortunate thing that women view their menstruation as a curse, and we're really conditioned to do so through our family and through schooling and everything else that we regard, and through also a poor diet, because the reason why a lot of women and a lot of young women suffer as a result of their menstruation is due to poor lifestyle and poor diet, and so that has a burden on our body and our physicalness, and so then we view menstruation as a curse. Well, in fact, it's not, and it is a blessing, and it's a rite of passage as women. And so I wanted to just run through the different cycles and what they mean very quickly as a woman. So week 1 of your cycle comes on with the emergence of your period, and so the first of your blood marks the first day of your cycle, and this is really a time where the hormones start to increase, so you start to feel slightly better, and it's a time of surrender, self-care. It's a time of, deep observation, and also intention setting the intention for the next 3 weeks ahead. As you lose your blood, you offer your menstruation blood to Mother Earth, to your vision and to your mission for the month ahead. It's a potent form of ritual, and there's nothing spooky or freaky about ritual, because we do ritual without realizing that we're undertaking rituals. Simply just brushing your teeth every day is a ritual. Brushing your hair or having a bath is a ritual. Having sex is a ritual. Every action that you immerse yourself in, where it evokes certain emotional response in you, is a ritual. It's a point of manifestation. And so a menstruation process should be exactly that. It should be a ritual that we honor in ourselves as a woman. The fact that our body is menstruating is a blessing, because it means you are ripe, you are fertile, you are able to create life. And so allowing yourself the space to offer your menstruation blood in a form of a ritual for what it is that you want to attain and achieve is marking week 1. But also, this is physically, you start to feel a bit better. You may be feeling drained if you have a lot of blood loss, and again, that would be a reflection on your hormonal health and a call to possibly look into altering your diet and your lifestyle, so that you control how much blood you're really losing in week 1. Week 2 as a woman is the best week. This is where you're feeling up at your optimum physically. You feel beautiful, you feel seductive, you do secrete a certain chemical that really also attracts men to you. You're very sociable, you are at your best, everything's at its peak, you have high endurance. And this is the week where we give of ourselves, we create, we propel, we take action, we energize, we feel that mental energy, we feel that natural optimism, we're eating healthily, the cravings go down. And so this is the week to really give of yourself to your community, to your loved ones, to your work, to your projects, and just cultivating that action, that sort of masculine force in a feminine way, and pushing it forward. Week 3, things start to get a little bit funky, and this is where ovulation sets in. For some women, we can experience ovulation pain or discomfort. The cravings start coming in, bloating starts to come in, and we start to not feel so good. But this is the week where we really program another ritual, and we know that we can either create a baby at this point, or we can infuse that life creative energy into our creative endeavors and creative projects. So it is still creation, it is still the same sexual energy. Although you may not be feeling so great, physiologically you probably feel turned on and are horny and are drawn to having more sex, and that's because your body wants to reproduce, right? You want to create. And so it's using the intention during sexual intercourse for higher needs and purposes. If you're choosing not to create or conceive a baby, you can still infuse that with intention and love into your projects, personal, work, whatever they are. There's still that energy to be utilized and used for the purpose of creation. We don't want to lose that, and that's the potency of week 3 as we go into ovulation. Week 4, this is where we're feeling tired, but the tiredness starts coming in from week 3, end of week 3 into week 4. We're fatigued physically, but it's a reminder for us to take even better care of ourselves, to booking that massage, to booking that, whatever self-care routine, that spa day, to allow yourself to be supported by your friends, your loved ones, your community, to buy in support if you need, to buy in healthy foods, just taking it easy on your body, yourself, and not taking on too much. And so tracking your cycle allows you to understand why you feel the way that you do. We're not always meant to be in our optimum giving mode. That is not the way that women are designed biologically, and yet we expect that from ourselves and we expect that from our bodies, and so we need to break this illusion that we're here to just give constantly. Week 4 is about taking, it's about receiving, it's about healing. You're triggered a lot from week 3 and 4 by the external world. You're less forgiving, but it's a time for deep reflection and deep healing, using those triggers to be able to access the shadow, crying, feeling supported. This is a potent week for integration and healing and surrender, so that you emerge back into week 1 with a new glow. And so I just, my vision is that women really begin to honor themselves and each other, and our complexities, and that we begin to view our menstruation as our source of power and ability to experience different dimensions of ourselves, and to give and to receive different dimensions of it all. And so with that, the best guidance I have is to track your period. Start the cycle from week 1. track it, track your mood, track how you feel, keep a manifestation diary, do the rituals. It doesn't have to be anything insanely quirky. You don't need to Google this. All you have to do is have an intention. An intention is enough to undertake a ritual with your own body, with your own energy, with your own field. I wish you lots and lots of fun with exploring your femininity and your feminine female body, and have fun with it and begin to embrace all that you are through and through. All my love and blessings.